Hello everyone, Jolene here from Chi Lifestyle. Okay, so today's love reading, I kind of did this with a client this week where they needed different business options, and I kind of felt it worked so well, so I thought, well, let's try and incorporate this into love options. So this is about choices. Okay, so you may be asking questions like, should I stay or should I wait? Should I stay or should I go in this, is this relationship going to be so? Or do you have choices between two different people? I don't know. Think about a question where there are two options. Okay, so each pile will have two different options in them. Okay, and it will give you an idea as to what to do. So we have pile number one, Angel Tarot, and it has got pink rose quartz on it. Pile number two is the Inner Child deck, and it's got a clear quartz rose, and then it's got the Akashic Tarot deck, and then it's got a amethyst stone. I am going to use all kinds of decks in all the readings anyway, but so you just have to choose your pile 1, 2, or 3, and let's see how that goes. I'll see you at your pile. Okay, so those of you who have chosen deck 1 and pile number 1 with the rose quartz, this is going to be your reading. So what we're going to do, okay, so we're going to have option A and option B. So option A, we're going to choose a card. So you need to think, you need to put, so either the question for option A, or you need to put a question to option B. Okay, so think about that while I'm shuffling. So option A, okay, hopefully you've got your option A. I'm going to pull any kind of card. Oops. So option A says self-acceptance. And you're going to pull a card for option B. So, pile number 1, option A, first card out, self-acceptance. And let's give me a card that would represent option B. Music. Interesting. Okay. Hopefully we get a little bit more clarity than that. So, spirit guides, play nicely, please. Give us another card for option A. So, I mean, music, I suppose that could be, maybe there's songs with a certain person, or you and a certain person create music. Maybe there's a lot of romance in option B. Anyway, we'll see as it goes along. Option A, maybe there's a need for you to accept yourself more. Maybe that's the lesson you need to learn from option A. Let's carry on and see. Okay, so please give us a card. Pile number 1 has to choose option A. So that's too many. I need one card, please. Just take your cards on the floor. Give me one card that would represent if pile number 1 has to go with the root option A. Whatever the option A may be, what answers do we have for option A? Okay, so we have got the Elemental Kingdom, balance. If you choose option B, sacred geometry, breath. Right, hopefully they give you a little bit more clarity than this. Okay, one more card. If they have to choose option A, whatever the question is, give me one more card that would describe option A. I will obviously get to the bottom of this. Father, husband, brother, son. And option B, freedom. Interesting. Okay, so now it's starting to get quite interesting here. For those that are looking for specifically love options, let's try this as well. Let's throw a little bit more. Option A, if they have to go for option A, whatever their question is, oh dear, separation. If they have to choose option B, okay, so now it's getting juicy here. This is actually fun. I don't know why I've never done this before. We've got very soon. Okay, so I'm liking this. This is quite a fun thing. I think I'll definitely do this again. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're enjoying this. Okay, well, maybe not enjoying it, but at least it's giving you more clarity. Okay, so Spirit Guides, please talk to me for pile number 1. For those who are watching pile number 1 right now, they've got 2 questions in front of them. What does option A represent? Okay, so option A, it says too much going on at once, the need to make a decision. Okay, consider more playful approach. And what does pile number 2 represent? I mean, pile number 1, option B represents for pile number 1. What would that represent? They have to choose an option B. Option B. 3 of water. A celebration, wedding, graduation, birth announcement, the need to have more fun. This is also a coming together card. Okay. So the next question I want to know is, if pile number 1 would it had to stick with option A, whatever that option is, what would the obstacles be if they had to stay or stick with option A? Okay, so that could mean bringing more balance into the situation, or it could lead to a legal separation or a legal divorce. Okay, so, okay. And then option B, if they had to go with option B or choose option B, whatever that means to them, what is the challenges that they may experience if they have to choose option B? The waterfall. Okay, interesting. If pile number 1, now we're going to choose another deck. I like using all the different decks because it gives me a gooder clarity, a better clarity, gooder. Jeez, my English is not good this morning. If pile number 1 had to choose option A, what would the positives be? If they chose or went with option A, what could the positives be? If they went and chose option A, what would the positives be? More choices. If they had to choose option B, what would the positives be if they chose to go in the route of option B, whatever that is for them? Oh gosh, okay, I got 3 cards. No, I need 1 card, please. 1 card. That's too confusing. What is the positives? Maybe there's just so much with option B. What are the positives if pile number 1 has to choose to go or go in the direction of option B, whatever that means to them? Child of Crystal, adventure. So option B leads you to an adventure. That's interesting. What are the long-term prospects of option A? What are the long-term prospects of option A? In other words, you know what, I'm going to use another deck. Sorry. This is very interesting. Okay, so long-term, please, Spirit. If they went with option A, what are the long-term with the situation? What would the long-term be if they stuck with option A? What is the long-term benefits or non-benefits or losses or whatever? If they're stuck with option A, how would that be for them? Oh, a Fool. If they chose option B, what would the long-term benefits be? If they decided to choose option B, what would the long-term benefits be? Transformation. I want 1 more card. 1 more card. A final card. Let me think. Where should I get a final? Let's get a final card. 1 more last card for option A, just to try and help you. Let's just give them 1 more card for option A. Your advice for option A if they choose option A, please, Spirit. Pile number 1 chooses option A. Final card. Okay. 4 of Cups. Boredom. Final card if they go for option B. Final card if they choose option B. Final card if they choose option B. Wow. Wishes fulfilled. And good luck. Okay, so let's now analyze this. Okay. So for option A forces you to look at yourself, okay? Option A makes you accept yourself for who you are. Maybe perhaps you've been triggered a lot about who you are with option A. Maybe this person brings out the worst in you or brings you down perhaps a little bit, and that's why it forces you to look to who you are. So it forces you to self-love. It forces you to bring more balance into your life. Maybe your life has been a little bit out of balance. Maybe you have got very little playtime in your life with option A. Maybe there may be children involved with option A, or perhaps there's this need to perhaps be a little bit more of a child, and option A either brings it out in you, or you learn more about children with option A. So option A could be your husband, your brother, your son, father of your children, or you could be the husband of option A, brother, father, son, okay? Take that how it resonates. Option A, there's definitely some kind of separation. If it's not already happened, it could be coming soon. Option A makes you feel like you're constantly having to juggle time, juggle energy. Maybe you feel like that they juggle time and energy with you, and you only get whatever's left. Okay, maybe there's you battle to find balance with option A is what I'm getting. There's just too much going on, or there's too much happening. Again, playful approach. In order for option A to work, you need to be a little bit more playful, perhaps. It's kind of feels very harsh, and that's where your problem comes in. Your problem is balance, and this is legal issues perhaps for a lot of you. The obstacles is to find balance. There is no balance with option A. So it could be the fact that maybe perhaps things are either your way or the highway kind of thing, or their way or the highway. There's an imbalance in this relationship or this situation, whatever you're asking about. It forces you to look at other options is what I'm getting, okay? So it makes you have to take time out. You start to think about all the illusions that you may be having. There's different options, and you're now forced to look at which one of those options are real and which one of those are illusions. It's risky, okay, is what I'm getting, is the long term. You may feel like a bit of a fool, so just watch that. This is the card of boredom. This is the card of missed opportunities. This is the card of there's all these offers in front of you and you're just not interested in any one of them. You feel bored, you feel sad, you feel depressed. And so you have to go with them, okay? So if you choose option A, that's what you're looking at. Right, so if you decided to go with option B, whatever that is to you. Music. So it might mean there's more romance in this situation, or there could be certain songs that remind you of each other. It could mean that you guys create music together. That could be anything from dancing to singing to just having fun together is what I'm getting, because, you know, music is always normally about fun. It could just be very romantic. You know, music can be very romantic. See that in whichever way it helps. Sacred is what I'm getting. The word sacred here, maybe perhaps this option B brings out a more playful side of you, okay? You're able to breathe more, maybe just be yourself more with option B. Dolphins are playful. Dolphins are really intelligent. Okay, so maybe option B is really intelligent. Option B may be someone who's very good with sacred geometry or cosmic consciousness. This is someone who understands the world in a way that option A doesn't, okay? And so therefore this person's perhaps a little bit more playful, a little bit more fun, with music as well, a little bit more someone who enjoys music and dancing. Take that whatever word, freedom. So option B gives you more freedom. They allow you to be more you is what I'm getting. They allow you to be more fun, more free, to go out and explore more. You're going to feel more free with option B is what I'm getting. Whereas with option A, I kind of feel it's more rigid. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. So this is one of those, it's up to you. okay, which is obviously why you're here. And you better decide very soon, okay? Well, this is the card of fun, isn't it? This is the card of celebrations. This is the card of wedding. So maybe the option B will lead to a wedding, or perhaps if you're wanting a baby, a birth. But this is fun. Option B is definitely more fun, more celebrating, more dancing, more music. There's more dolphins here, so it's more playtime. There's definitely, you're going to feel a lot more wild and free. Obstacles. The obstacles that you may have with option B, it's moving on from it's freer. But at the same time, I kind of feel like there's a fear with option B. You're scared of moving on from something, or the problem that you may face with option B is you will move away from treacherous waters into very smooth, calmer waters, but you may take some of the baggage with you. And so this may be a bit of a challenge. And this could be you or the person you're dealing with, that there are challenges of the past that could infiltrate into these beautiful waters. Okay, so the waterfall is really strong emotions, and maybe that's exactly it. There's a lot of emotions here in options B, and that is a challenge for you because you fear those emotions. Again, look at this. This is Huckleberry Finn. You know, this is the adventurer, someone where you can be you, maybe perhaps go on more adventures. This is someone who you can, maybe it's more fishing, or maybe it's times that you can go and spend more on camping or seeing the world. Again, you've got a bird, and this bird is gliding. I kind of feel that this person really brings out this inner child in you. It's really what I'm getting, where I feel like where you were battling with pile A or option A, option B is going to give you more freedom. Long-term world transformation, isn't it? It's going to transform you. It's going to change you. This is someone who's going to change in all ways of your life. And to really close it off, this is going to be a wish fulfillment, and it's going to bring you good luck. It's destiny. This is more fated. So, pile number 1, what do you choose? Well, you know, that becomes up to you at the end of the day. I'm not here to make your decisions for you. I'm here just to help you with your decisions. Well, I quite enjoyed this reading. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Even send me a comment and share this to other people who you may feel need this reading. Thank you very much, pile number 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Love and light. Good luck with your choices, and I'll chat to you soon. Hello, and welcome to those of you who chose the clear quartz and the inner child deck. Okay, so I'm going to do the exact same things we did with pile number 1. Okay, so in your mind right now, as I'm getting myself ready, put an answer to option A or a person, and put an answer to option B or a person. Okay, so if you skip the intro, this is an options. You may either be asking a question of should I stay, option A, for example, or should I go, option B, you decide. Or you may have 2 different people you're choosing from. Option A is one person, option B is another. Well, I don't know, whatever you want to asking, okay? But here are a choice. This is a choice. If you're not coming here for love, awesome, welcome. I'm just giving you option A, option B. What should you choose? What should you do? Okay, so I'm going to ask one card. So if this is for pile number pile number 2, for their option A, give me a card that would represent their option A. And then at the end, so you have to kind of stick around to the end here, I will give you my final opinion, even though I won't tell you what to do because you all got free will and you must choose whatever you want to, but I'll give you my final opinion of each one, okay, and what it all means, okay? So, option A, pile number B. Option A represents environment, playtime, and enchantment, fairies, okay? Give me a card that will represent option B. Snake, rebirth, release, and integration. Okay, don't judge yet. We don't know yet. Option A, can I have one card if pile number 2 decides to stick with option A? Option A, you can do it. option B. Detach from drama. Okay, interesting. So, right, option A. Spirit, please give me a card to represent option A. Number 2, please. Harmony, give me a card for option B, please. Playfulness. Okay, right, so I want to know, this is the first deck we're using today, is I want to know, please, Spirit, for option A, what does it represent? Give me a card that represents option A. Ace of Hearts. Give me a card that represents option B. Okay, so actually 2 cards came out, and I'll have to analyze that as I get to the end. Right, okay. What I want to know, Spirit, please, is let me know is what obstacles will pile number 2 have if they stay with option A? Obstacles. What obstacles will they have if they stay with or choose option B? Okay. Spirit, please tell me what are the positives for option A. What positives will they get for choosing positive? Option A. What positives will they have if they choose option B? Okay. I'm going to get a love. So if you're not interested in love, but it might help either way. I always believe that there's always something behind everything for people. Oops. For option A. For option A, what is for pile number 1? Option A. Give me a card for option A. Give me pile number 2, sorry. Option A. Wedding. And option B. Religious factors. Right. What are the long-term prospects if they have to stay or choose option A? What are the long-term prospects if they have to choose option A? What are the long-term prospects if they have to choose option B? And I just want a final card for option A. Sorry, hang on. Give me a final card for if they have to choose option A, please, Spirit. And a final card if they chose option B. So So here we got a very interesting one. Okay. Okay, so let's analyze now. So if you go with option A is very enchanting. There's more playtime. The environment is that of perhaps enchantment, or this person is very enchanting in some way or form. And it could be possibly, maybe perhaps this person really loves fairies or really just loves being outdoors. Okay. Spirit is saying you can do it. Okay. So whatever that means to you, you can do it with pomp. Option A will bring a lot of harmony. It's got music here, so there's a lot more harmony that could come into your world. Option A could bring you a new love, perhaps, or a new beginning in love, or it could actually, this is people pushing a heart out of the water, so a lot of emotions could come out of option A, so a lot of emotions. Obstacles you may have is maybe you may battle, so there may be other things that you may battle, this is what I'm getting. You may battle to find these elements, or you may battle with this person. Maybe this person is very woo-woo, for example. I'm just giving you an example. Or very, they like to have a lot of fun. Or there's other people that are involved in the relationship that becomes an obstacle, maybe perhaps is a little bit challenging. Maybe this person's a bit childish, for example. Okay, so that could be a bit challenging for you because they're a little bit childish or something about it. The positives, maybe this person pretends there's no problem within their life, or I don't know how this is a positive. That's interesting. So that's maybe that they don't make decisions. I don't know, unless you like someone who doesn't really make too many decisions. Maybe they go with the flow. And maybe you like the fact that they go with the flow. So it might be positive that maybe this person doesn't like fighting, which maybe you like. I don't know, whatever that may be. Long term, well, we've also got the wedding card here. The situation involves marriage. So check that how it resonates. Wishes will be fulfilled with this person. And it will be a chance for you to have a new beginning. Okay? Start a new cycle. Maybe travel. Okay, if you decide option B, whatever that may be for you, you might be rebirthing, or it's time for you to release, or it could bring integration somehow. Okay, so this could either be you rebirth yourself, you become a new person after you've released option B, possibly. I mean, again, please take whatever. It could mean that this person is a snake, or this option is, it gives you the opportunity to release something in your life and rebirth something else. Right, there's obviously a lot of drama with option B. Okay, and you'd have to detach away from all their drama in order for it to work or endure it. Okay, but this person's also very playful. Okay, you've got two cards here, which is quite interesting. So we've got this person is someone you fight a lot with. So maybe that's why option B is this person's less of a fighter, whereas option A, this person fights. Okay. There's always fighting. There's always arguments. So maybe that's why option B, as much as it's a positive for me, it's a weird card to be positive, but maybe it's because that person doesn't fight. What I'm getting here is this person, their heart is not in it, or it's, look, this person's, maybe, I'd like to say this, heartless, because the heart's outside of the chest. And maybe that's why you just don't feel like there's enough emotion in option B. Take that, whatever resonates. Your obstacle is the muse. So it kind of feels like maybe you battle to find balance within this relationship. You battle to find harmony within this relationship. Maybe there's just too much fighting in this situation, or too much drama attached to this person or the situation. Yeah. The positives as, okay, maybe this person's just more, I don't know how this is a positive either. It's quite odd. Anyway, maybe this person's just a little bit more playful. Maybe this person's able to balance their life more, or they're able to maybe handle many things at once. I don't know how that's positive, but you know, we're all different. Okay, so here we've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So even if it's got nothing to do with religion, it just could mean the way that you live and the way that they were brought up are different, and this could affect your situation. Okay, there could be different upbringings, different belief systems, different values, different morals from each other, which is possibly why there's a problem. Long term is you'll eventually walk away from this, okay, and search for something better because there's too much toxicity. Okay, so with the snake and everything that I have to go through this, I kind of feel like option B, and again, I'm not telling you which to choose, but option A may be a little bit of an airhead is what I'm getting, or it may be too much up in the clouds, or it's a little bit too airy fairy is possibly what I'm getting, but it's more of a wish fulfillment. It could lead to long-term solid options. That's the possibility, whereas option B is more toxic. Okay, maybe they juggle too much, there's too much drama, you're always fighting, and this person's heart is that they're not attached to their emotions is what I'm getting. Okay, so hopefully this answers the question that you are needing. Okay, I'm going to say that's that, and hopefully you like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up, and send me a comment, and also share this. You know, sometimes other people you may might need a bit of a choice, and by all means please share this one. Okay, thank you, pile number 2, and I'll chat to you soon. Okay, so if you chose pile number 3 with the amethyst, this will be your reading, right? So if you skip the intro and you've come straight to your reading, then this is an options question. So any question you want: should I stay, should I go, should I wait, should I move on, I have 2 people to choose from, which one should I choose? Whatever it is that you're looking for. Now obviously this is focused on love, but if you just here because you want to choose 2 different piles, by all means, whatever works for you. Just if I start mentioning it more towards love, then you'll understand why. Okay, so I'm putting this aside because I'm going to ask Spirit to please give us a card to represent. Now while I'm doing this, please, you need to sit and say, right, option A means boom, and option B means boom. So in your own mind, while I'm doing this, please get your options going, okay? Because I'm busy shuffling. You're going to have to stay all the way to the end, unfortunately, if you want to get your final outcome answers, because I'll analyze each pile as I go. Okay, so Spirit Guides. Please give me a card that represents pile number 3's option A. What will pile number 3's option A mean? Right, hopefully you've got your person. Option A, card I get there, abundance. Okay, can I please get a card that represents option B? Balance. Interesting. Okay, so can I have another card, please? What would represent option A? Tower of Joy. Okay, if I have to choose, if they have to choose option B, give me a card of a card that represents option B. Priorities. Okay, so this pile is an interesting one. Okay, right, if I had to choose, or pile number 3 has to choose an option A, give me one card that would represent what would happen if option A. Rite of passage. Okay, pile number 3 has to choose an option B. Direction and timing. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. I can see it now. Okay, let's pull a love one. Okay, so for those that are coming here for love, option A. What would the option A be? What card would represent option A? wedding. And option B, new love. Okay, this is interesting. I love interesting. Okay, so let's get into the tarot cards. Right, give me a card. If we have to choose option A, give me a card that represents option A, please. Covenant. Okay, and can I have a card that would represent option B? Option B, please. If we have to choose option B. Oh, this is an odd one. Okay, right. What would the challenges be if pile number 3 chose option A? What challenges would they have to face if they chose option A? And if they decided to choose option B? Okay. What are the positives if we have to choose option A? What are the positives of choosing option A? What are the positives if we have to choose option B? What are the long-term prospects of option A? What are the long-term prospects of option A? Ten of Pentacles. What are the long-term prospects of choosing option B? You hear my child playing in the background. Don't worry, he is quite looked after. Okay. Okay, so some final words of wisdom, Spirit, from you for pile number 3 choosing option A. What is the final words of wisdom? So if they choose option A, what is the final words of wisdom for here? Let's just get a final on this, please, Spirit. Whoops. Can I have one more for that, please? Okie dokie, right, and then can I have some final words of wisdom, please, if we chose option, pile number 3 chose option B. Yeah, one more card for that, please. Spirit, one more card. Okay, so now let's analyze your options. Right, so for option A, abundance. So this could represent anything: abundance of love, abundance of money, abundance of good fortune, abundance of home life. Option A definitely has abundance within it. Okay. Well, the power of joy, rainbows, sunshine, and all. You'll be very happy, I kind of feel, if you chose option A. Option A involves marriage. Option A will help you with your rites of passage. The option A, the Ark of Covenant. So the Ark of Covenant, if you don't know, this is meant to represent, the Ark of Covenant apparently is meant to be quite a sacred symbol, but it's quite sacred in the sense of it holds apparently the 10 Commandments, and people have guarded this apparently for centuries, and if you try to get through to it or whatever, apparently there's deaths, and there's a whole lot of stories around it. So it's quite sacred, okay? So I kind of feel like staying with this option, it's going to be quite sacred, it's going to be quite protected, and it could possibly change your life, okay? The negatives is maybe this person's very, they do things at quite a lot of speed. Maybe this person is tireless and idealistic. Maybe they're a little bit idealistic as to how they want things to be in their life, and they could be perfectionists, perhaps. This person's highly intelligent, and they might challenge you quite a lot, which could be an obstacle, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. The positives, Little Red Caps, a Little Red Riding Hood. It's yes, you may have people out there that are trying to hurt you, and this person could possibly, I'm so sorry for the noise in the background, I can't, my child's playing in the lounge. So this person may just help you take more chances in life. This person may push you to take more risks. She's looking at a butterfly, and butterflies are really beautiful. So this person might help you with the rites of passage, may help you evolve more within your life. Long term, well, Ten of Pentacles, long term, this is the solid foundation card. This is being rich. This is being having all your financial needs met, having your family looked after, having your children looked after. You've got a wolf there, and that wolf is very protective. So I kind of feel like this option is very protective. This wolf is sitting right next to her, and that wolf, look at that, as she's walking around and she's not even seeing what's happening. This wolf that's the represented in the devil in this deck. So this one's an evils that are looking after her, whereas this wolf looks very protective. So I kind of feel like this person is here to protect you. They're here to provide security for you, or the situation will provide security for you. There could be movement. There's a lot of balance. There's a lot of yin and yang within this. It's validated with the Two of Cups, soulmate cards. Okay, so if that's not already obvious, let's go. So pile number 3. If you chose option B, it will bring about some kind of balance within your life. Okay, it will make you think about your priorities, where you need to prioritize or what you need to prioritize. It will take you in a different direction, okay? Or it might come at a different time or something like that. This one would represent a new love. So, there's something very new about this, or it will be a new beginning with people, but it represents a new love. This will help with a lot of transformation as well. There's definitely transformation happening here. It could change different things in your life as well. Interesting. An obstacle, though, is that you may battle, maybe you could have challenges when it comes to this, challenges with creativity, challenges with warmth, maybe challenges with sensibility. So maybe option B is less intelligent than option A, for example, or less warm. You may feel maybe financially you may struggle a little bit more if you choose option B. And there could definitely be maybe less creativity, or I'm not really too sure. That's an interesting one. Okay. So what are the positives? Well, this person may be more of a hands-on person. Maybe this person, may not give you all the money that option A can give you. This one, you might be a little bit more poorer, but, it does bear fruit. It's not a terrible option, if I have to be honest. But it may be more cozy, more, less money, really, if I have to be honest, involved. But this person's probably will whistle their way through things and try to make the best of the situation. Long term with this one is you may regret. Okay, there may be some regrets if you choose this option. Okay, just have to put it out there. And I kind of feel like this person may be more cold than person A, more strict. But you can work together. With the Three of Pentacles, there's definitely a working together or coming together. But there's something very direct or more strict or more, it's not as warm as I'm getting as option A, if I have to be honest. So those are your two options. I mean, out of this pile, I kind of feel like both options, I mean, I'm not going to tell you which to choose, obviously, that's up to you. Both options seems quite good, actually. There's not like huge problems with both options. It really all depends, I mean, on what you're wanting. But those are the options for you for pile number 3. Good luck with that. Let me know how you think. Share this on to anyone else that you feel may be battling with some questions in their mind. And, well, that's what I have for you. Speak to you later.